Okay, here you have a small section of the entire cemetery here. We did pass a grave with a Magen David stone, and I know there were some more because I've seen them, but they're not in this particular section, and we're both finding it a little bit difficult to continue walking. So we've seen the cemetery, and we're going to continue on our way to other things to see. But I want to talk just a little bit about the graves and the Jewish people. There are associations of Jewish associations. Only recently I discovered that apparently they were surprised there were so few graves that were marked as Jewish soldiers, because there should have been much more. Of course, the registry of American forces and other forces also recorded the religion of the people involved, and they were surprised that there were so few Jewish graves. And they began to make examination, and they discovered that there were indeed many more Jews killed on the Normandy invasion, but for various reasons they were unidentified. Some of them actually removed their tags, their dog tags, because they were concerned if they were captured and the Germans discovered they were Jewish, they would have a lot of difficulties. In other cases, the bodies just didn't have their tags on them, and many of them were buried under Jewish crosses. And of course, this pained many Jewish people, and these various associations began to make inquiries about the whole thing, and they began to discover that many Jewish soldiers were buried under Jewish crosses, and they were able to identify them, and they treated them accordingly. Either they replaced the crosses with Magen David, or they reburied them somewhere else more appropriate to them, and it's still being attended to. The associations are still working. I'm just a little bit disappointed personally that I can't in this view detect any Star of David. I've got some memorial candles that I had hoped to light on one of them and say the Maleh Rahamim, but unfortunately it just didn't work out that way. And I think we're going to have to make our way back to the car and continue our journey to other interesting places to see that were connected with the whole event of the Normandy beaches. Okay, so let me close down. Oh, wait a minute, I've got one here, look. I've got one here, right here in front of me. I'll see if I can get a close-up of it from where I'm standing. It should be that first, I can't see clearly on the screen, but it should be that first one, just down there, if I'm not mistaken, Star of David. Okay.